What's up, world? It's Will Penn. Right now, I want to talk about install format for MECA. This is the sound quality league, so just take the P out and put a Q. Some people ask, what are the different formats? And everybody wants to do the loud stuff, and everybody wants to do sound quality. There is the install portion for the people that took pride in all the hard work and sweat they put into putting their vehicle together. So I'm going to do an introduction to that with my own vehicle. Now I'm going to warn you, my car is not really competition ready, so it's not going to be as I would want it, but I can still use it to explain things. Now, all of this is in the rule book, so you can see that at mecacaraudio.com. Just go to the rules and you'll get a better idea of things. Oh, I should turn the car off too for this. The engine shaking. Alright, there's that. So the main thing is for install, not only talk about what's going on, what you can see, but also what you cannot see, all the hard work you put in if the goal was to be stealth. So let's say you have some things that you did that you can't show without ripping your car apart. You want to have a book that shows step by step what you did to install those things. It's also good to have as much model numbers and power ratings and things as possible, and a theme also helps. A theme as to why you did what you did, that always helps. So first part we want to go over is the security, the alarm. You want to talk about if you have two-way paging, if all entry points are secure, if you have a hood pin. I don't know where mine is, it's on here somewhere, whatever. And if you have proximity and shock sensors, even down to if you can see the brain, and if you use soldered connections instead of tape throughs and all that stuff. So it'd be pretty hard for you to find mine. I'm not even gonna get anywhere close, so you don't even get an idea in case you try to get my alarm system. It's not cool. Then most go to the engine bay, so you want to talk about any upgrades there. That's usually the wire, the battery, alternator. If you do have a really pretty install, talk about how it's painted and polished and everything like that. Go over that part of the engine bay. Let's close that up. Big thing you want to mention is if you use the grommet for the power wire to go through, or if you went through the factory grommet. Big points on that one. A lot of people lose on that because they forget to mention it. As for the inside of the car, you want to talk about head unit and everything in the dash. If you have any other modifications going on in the dash, you want to explain those. For instance, I would say there's my LED for my alarm, and there's my extra USB in from my head unit. So talk about how I integrated that in. That would be a point that you want to make if you did such kind of integrations. Then you want to talk about how the wires ran, especially if you have them separated. For instance, I have the power over here, and if we run on the other side of the car, I have all the speaker and RCAs on this side. And if you don't want to pull the panels off, you can always have that in a picture book, so you can just flip to the picture book page. You want to talk about any speaker upgrades with as much detail as possible. And if you're, say, behind factory grill like I am, you just want to do a picture book again. You know how I have the tweets. If you want to go into deep detail, you talk about why you put things in their location. For instance, I have a changed speaker location. I'll talk about why I changed that speaker location, and to give more detail as to your reasoning for your install. And it goes all the way on to the back of the trunk. It's easier for me to just pull the back seats down. So you talk about whatever's in the back, whether it's substage, amps, if you have a real fancy install in the back, which I do not right now, but you get the picture. And you want to talk about your detail on covering up wires with loom, or if they're just hidden. And if they are hidden, you want to make sure that you have a picture for those hidden wires, or even a video display. If you have like an AV kind of system, you want to talk about that. Lastly, you want to have a clean vehicle, so you want to vacuum it out, you want to shine it up. Mine definitely is not that. This is Ohio, it's cold. But anyway, you want to make sure your rims, if you have rims, are clean, your tires are nice and black, that your car is washed and clean, that all your upholstery and stuff looks clean and neat, as clean as possible. It does matter, you get points for that. So that's the main things on install. Any questions, comments, leave them on YouTube, or find me on Facebook at under Clearly Louder. Also, be sure to check those rules out, mecacaraudio.com, and I hope to see you in the install lanes. See ya.